My friends, today we're making some real change. Hello my friends and welcome to The Simple Sober Life. I am Joshua and I help others make simple changes to create a life of awesome. Welcome my friends and thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you're having a fantastic day and we are talking all about saving change. Now I know, it's a silly topic. Most people are just like, change, just throw it away. I don't need it. But I'm telling you right now, it really adds up. It's incredible how quickly change adds up without us even thinking about it. And I know what you're thinking. Joshua, I want to be a millionaire. There's nothing pennies are gonna do for me. That's where you're wrong, my friends. A couple of years ago, I started saving my change. And within a year, I was able to save $700 just by throwing the change into a jar. Crazy. And with that money, I was actually able to purchase a trip, airfare and lodging in St. Martin over in the Caribbean. It was fantastic. And all I did, very simple, was throw my excess change into a jar that I had in my closet. So I was living in Naples at the time, and I was just driving up and down the streets with my partner at the time, and we saw someone had thrown out one of those large 5-gallon water jugs. You know, the ones that you put like up in an office or in your house that has distilled or spring water. So 5-gallon jug. There were a couple of them out there, and now that I think about it, I probably shouldn't have taken it. It was probably there for recycling or to be refilled, but that's beyond the point. Anyway, I took one of these jugs and I put it into my closet. And I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna start saving my change. Normally I'll just kind of toss it aside and not even think about it. It'll get lodged in the couch cushions and whatnot. So I started saving my change. And at the time, I was working as a server. And so, I was dealing in cash all day long. I'd get cash, I'd pay for everything in cash, and so I was accumulating a lot of change. And so whenever I'd get back to my car, I'd throw it in my middle console, and once in a while, it'd get so full that I'd clean it out. Well, I started throwing it in my console, and then when it would get really full, I would take it in and I'd dump it into the my change jar. And then after a year, it amounted up to $700. It was absolutely insane. And so I really thought, oh wow, there's something to this. And I started doing it on a more regular basis. So every time I would come home, I'd have pockets full of change and I would dump it into the change jar. Now, what this did was it actually created a psychological trigger as to where I wanted to do it more and more and more. The mere sound of those coins clicking down against their brothers would send chills of joy up my spine, and I started really enjoying it. And watching the level of the change go up in this massive jar was exhilarating. And the more I did it, obviously, the more I accumulated. And so, we've all gotten behind that little old lady at the grocery store who opens up her suitcase for a purse and starts digging around for pennies and nickels so that she can make exact change. And it's annoying. If you do that, please stop. Please stop it right now because it is so frustrating. Instead, keep your change and start taking it back, take it back home and, count out those coins at home. And so you're actually accumulating money that you never even had or never even thought of. Now, I wouldn't say to go so far as to raid all of the water fountains in your town or take change from small children, but every time that I am walking up to a store or walking anywhere and I see something shiny on the ground, I'm the first one to look down. And if it's a coin, I don't care if it's a penny or a nickel or a dime or a quarter, I pick it up and I put it in my pocket. Now, I know some people will be like, "Oh, that's so dirty. Oh, what are you, poor?" You know what? That helps contribute to my fund. So if you aren't going to do it, I will be the first one in line to grab that coin and stick it in my pocket so that I can bring it back home and put it in my jar and accumulate more money for me so that I can take more trips and buy more things that bring me joy in my life. You don't want it? I'll take it. So when you start saving your change, it blows you away how much you actually can save, and it's without even thinking about it. Soon it just becomes so routine that you're automatically putting change in this drawer every night whenever you come home. Now, there are the skeptics out there who say, "Oh, who uses cash anymore?" Well, that's probably true. We are moving to a cashless society. And, now that I'm not working as a server, I don't actually deal with cash very much anymore. And that's why my poor, minute little change jar is so hungry. But what I have discovered is I've found this incredible app that essentially does the same thing and has an added benefit. So the app is called Acorns, and essentially what you do is you link up your debit card to it. And so every time you make a purchase, whether it's gas or groceries or clothes or whatever, you set it to the amount that you want it to round up to, whether it be the next quarter, the next 50 cents, whatever. I've set mine to round up to the next dollar. And so whenever I spend like $12.32, it's going to round up 68 cents. 68, make sure my math is right. 68 cents. And then deposit, or it'll hold on to that 68 cents. And then I've set the limit at $5. So when that change accumulates to $5, then it will automatically take that money from my account and put it into an investment account. And right now I've got a portfolio that utilizes emerging markets and blue chip items and smaller companies and things like that. It's a well-rounded portfolio. So every time that I make a swipe, it'll round up to the next dollar. And then once I hit $5, it'll automatically deposit it into that account. Now, I've been doing this since April of 2019. And I just checked my account and I have rounded up $164. Now, that might not seem like a lot, especially compared to when I was able to do my $700. But it's $164 that I did not even have to think about. And the added bonus is that it is in an investment account. And so I am making a lot more interest on it than I would ever make in a bank. I think with a bank, you're getting maybe 1% interest on your savings account if you're lucky. The stock markets right now are doing so well that I am growing 3 to 5% a day. That's pretty cool. And I can cash out anytime I want. In fact, I've already cashed it out once. And so when I was buying my car, I wanted to put that towards the car. So you can cash out at any time. It's liquid money that is available to you, and you don't even have to think about it. Whew. How cool is that? You know, change makes a huge difference. And I know there's been a lot of talk about just getting rid of the penny. God, I hope they don't do that. That means prices, first of all, will go up because they won't have anything in between the 5 cents to round to, so they're automatically going to bring it up. But that also means those are pennies that aren't going into my little change jar and they're not going into my account. So let's save the pennies and save our change. My friends, for the viewers that subscribe to this channel, I've got a special link down below for Acorns. Make sure to click on that link and you will automatically get $5 to put towards your investment account right off the bat. How cool is that? So you automatically start $5 ahead, and then you just link up your account and you can start saving your change today in an investment account that will bring you more money, as long as stock markets approve. Got to throw in that disclaimer. Anyway, I hope you got value out of this, my friends. If you did, please make sure to subscribe. Hit that bell when you subscribe. Give this video a big old thumbs up and comment down below. Have you ever saved your change and were just blown away by the amount you were able to save? Just by mindlessly throwing change in a jar. I hope you have a wonderful day, my friends. Thank you so much. Take care.